Well, of course, the temperatures are getting cooler, so we are at fall time now, and I'm here with Jan McNeilan. And Jan, we're still doing stuff in the garden and paying attention. What are we talking about today?
Absolutely. These are some pots that I'm either going to clean out or cut back or get rid of some of the annuals. And what I wanted to talk about is literally deconstructing a pot rather than we talk about what we're going to put in.
Yeah, we talk about constructing them and making them beautiful. Now we've done that, but
this is a really gorgeous pot, and I really don't want to lose it from water or expansion and freezing. So I'm going to take this Swedish ivy because it's a wonderful house plant, and I'm going to root it and take it in. Yeah, they're great. And so that's what I'm going to do with that part. This is a euphorbia.
And
I'm just going to fill it with water.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll root. And then I'll take the rest of it out, which may or may not be easy, but it's probably not. Take the rest of it out. And then here's a euphorbia it'll die back. You could use it in some winter pots for a while till it really gets super cold. And then I'll take this geranium out. I cut it back and then I'll put it in the greenhouse for the winter and see if I can make it do its thing next year.
Because the geraniums often will do that.
Yeah,
they'll come back in the next year if you put them in.
So what I would do next is take all this soil out, and I have another big garbage can that I put the used soil in, and then I would make sure that the drain hole is clear, and then with the empty pot, I would just, maybe under a roof or in a garage or whatever, I just turn it over.
So you just flip them over, I'm assuming then, because you don't want any water to collect in them at all.
Right. And it wouldn't if the drain hole is clear. Right. So that's what I would do. Or you can just at least take all this out and you can put some nice fall plants in here and then do it later.
Perfect.
And then what I'm going to do is take a lot of pots that are indoor plants, and I'm going to look at the soil, I'm going to clean it up, I'm going to see if there's any insect or diseases on the plant itself. I might just scrape off, say, the first inch of soil and put a new layer on of potting soil, and make sure you inspect it well. This is a Hoya, and it's going to go back in the kitchen. It'll be just fine.
See, right there, that's a bunch of spiders.
Well, it was.
Like, or something,
Yeah, it was. Just look at it carefully, and then the coleus are going to die off. Anything that you know is a perennial, you might want to save.
And then, talking about that, what about fall pests? Is there something we should be paying attention to?
Well, they, like us, want to put little jackets on, and if in lieu of that, they'll come in the house. And they're also going to feed as much as they can at the end of the season. The other thing is, if you get one slug now, you're going to save hundreds of eggs from spring.
True.
So that's another thing to do. But just check your plants and make sure they're okay.
So Jan, what else should we be doing in the gardens right now?
Well, at this time of year, you can, well, for me, my tomatoes are done and said and done.
Yeah.
If there's any disease on them, pull them and then put them in, not in the compost, but in your yard debris. If you have some translucent green tomatoes left, you can bring them in because they still will ripen.
And fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, nom. Anyway, there's still lots of other things, kale and beets and carrots and things in the garden, so you could still be picking those and then clean up all your other beds.
Wonderful. Well, there's always something to do in the garden, and with Jan's help, we can help tell you what it is that you should be doing. Thanks so much, Jan.
You're welcome.